I want you to think of your absolute favorite thing, something that if you could do it every day, you would be the happiest person alive.
I just pulled into my elementary school. I am speaking at career day for second grade. I am so nervous right now. My friend, who's a teacher here, asked me to come because she remembered that I actually went to school here. Yeah, no problem. And then if you're okay with it, a few classes are going to join. It's up to 120 kids. 120 second graders. What?
I didn't realize until right now that I have never brought my skates here, even though I skated forever while I was going to this school. I also have never driven my car into here, so I didn't even know what lane to go in. I used to think that this parking lot was so big and this school was so big. It's not. Okay, I know we all just came back from recess, so if you need to like let a little wiggle out, let's do that together. That's how I let my wiggles out. I am a professional roller skater. Now that means a lot of things. Can you raise your hand if you've ever roller skated? I knew we'd be friends. I knew we'd get along. I want you to close your eyes for me for a second. Don't fall asleep. And I want you to think of your absolute favorite thing that you like to do. Something that if you could do it every day, you would be the happiest person alive. Now imagine you get to do that for the rest of your life and people actually pay you to do it. That's what I get to do. If you like to dance, if you like to play baseball, if you like to play video games, if you like to make YouTube videos, I'm here to tell you that you can actually do that. No one actually showed me that, oh, that thing that some people might think is weird or like, oh, that's not a real job, that could actually be my job. No one actually told me that when I was your age. So that's what I'm here to tell you. You are gonna have to work hard. You're gonna do a lot of things that you don't wanna do. But whenever you find something that you like to do, I want you to hold on to that and just kind of keep that in your mind. Like, I might actually be able to do this. I was always a roller skater. I was a competitive roller skater. Now that means that I would travel to competitions and compete against other roller skaters. When I was your age, not a lot of people roller skated, so everyone thought that was a little weird. Like I was kind of the weird kid that roller skated, and then it turns out it ended up being pretty cool for me, but I was the roller skater. So when I went to high school, I was at an old enough age to start competing at the World Championships. So I actually won the World Championships 4 years in a row. So I was the best in the world while I was in high school going into college. Then because I was good at skating, I got hired by a lot of fun people to do performances. So do you know who Katy Perry is? Yeah. So if you see a roller skater on TV or in a show, that could be me, someone I teach, or one of my friends. When people have a career, usually they are stuck at a desk working for hours and hours. I'm stuck at a desk editing for a few hours, but pretty much I'm on my skates up and out in the world like this. So I get to really just play all the time.
My grandma, she used to roller skate. It was kind of like ice skating, but the floor was covered in wood.
I might know your grandma.
How did you become to like doing roller skating?
That's a good question. I'm sure there's sports and things that your parents tell you you have to do. And you're like, some days I don't want to do it. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. You have to figure out if you actually love it or not. Because there are some things that you're not going to love. And that's totally okay, too.
I'm not the face of your roller skating. Okay.
Oh, what is it?
You have to go. Knock.
Who's there?
Daisy.
Daisy? Daisy who?
Daisy, me rolling.
Ah! Wait, that's so good.
Because you're roller skating.
That is really good. I'm going to use that.
Okay, so now I'm home. That worked out. I was honestly so nervous. The hardest part, I think, was choosing what outfit I was going to wear. I wanted something sparkly, but all my sparkly things, I wore these pants, my little roll with me shirt. All of my sparkly things are short or show a lot of cleavage. You can see my costume closet back there is a disaster because I was just like tearing it apart trying to find something. But that was honestly so much fun. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad that it went well. My friend told me that it was going to be about 120 kids. I just looked at the photo, the group photo that we took at the end. It was almost 200 kids, which honestly was a perfect amount. I mentioned Katy Perry and I had them. Like, I talked about performing with different artists and they were like, are you in other music videos? And I was like, yeah. You probably don't know those artists though. Because I said, do you know who Kelly Clarkson is? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, let's stick with Katy Perry. Anyway, I'm really glad that's over because I was very nervous, but very, very fun. Okay. That's all from me today. Bye.
Do you know third grade gets to see you for a career day?
I don't think so, but you can tell them that I say hi. My husband actually went to this school too. So you might be sitting next to your future wife or husband, who knows?